The whispers of winter. And a small, quiet town, as the winter wind begins its gentle hum and the first Christmas lights start to twinkle against the falling snow, many are caught in the rush of the season. They are searching for grand gifts in crowded stores. But in a peaceful corner of the local park, a different kind of story is beginning to unfold. It is the story of a senior lady, someone who looks at the world through the lens of a life well lived. In these golden years, she has learned to move at a slower pace, and it was in that stillness that she noticed something others might have missed. Resting on a cold, gray wooden bench was a single red mitten, a small, knitted hand warmer for a child sitting all alone. It stood out against the winter gloom, looking as if it were patiently waiting for someone to come back for it. Treads of memory. The lady stopped and gently picked up the mitten. As her fingers brushed the soft wool, a flood of memories came rushing back, like an old, cherished film. She remembered the days when her own children were small, the beautiful chaos of bungling them up before they ran out to play in the snow, the sound of their laughter, and that familiar, sinking feeling whenever a tiny mitten went missing. She knew that this single lost mitten might be causing a mother's heart to ache. Perhaps she was blaming herself for being careless, or perhaps a little one was crying because of a cold, bare hand. The lady sat there for a while, watching the passers-by, hoping to see a frantic face searching the ground. But when only silence remained, she decided to take the mitten home. She didn't see it as a lost object. She saw it as a special mission sent to her by the spirit of the season. A craft of kindness. In her cozy home, filled with the faint scent of tea, she began her task. She didn't just set the mitten aside. Instead, she filled a small porcelain bowl with warm water and a drop of her favorite lavender soap. With gentle, practiced fingers, she washed the little mitten with the utmost care. For her, spending time on a task for a stranger was a moment of profound peace. It was the simple joy of giving without expecting anything in return. While the mitten dried by the warmth of the fireplace, she moved to her kitchen with a smile. Soon, the aroma of melting butter and vanilla filled the air as she baked a batch of her traditional shortbread cookies. She savored the process, kneading the dough just as she had done for her children years ago. She tucked the cookies into a small bag tied with a bright red ribbon. In that moment, under the soft glow of her kitchen lights, her heart felt remarkably full. She wasn't just a senior living alone, she was a secret Santa, weaving a little bit of magic. The next morning, she returned to the same bench with a small wrapped gift in her hand. This time, she didn't just leave it. She sat and waited with a quiet spark of hope until she saw a young woman walking with her little boy, her eyes searching the ground with an expression of worry and guilt. When the lady stood up and handed over the clear bag containing the clean, soft mitten and the warm cookies, the young mother's surprise turned into instant tears of gratitude. She held the lady's hand tightly and whispered,
"You didn't just find a mitten. Your kindness is a Christmas miracle for us. You've made our season so much brighter."
Those words were like a warm embrace, making the biting winter air feel as soft as a spring breeze. The quiet power of our golden years. This simple story reminds us that in our golden years, when we might feel our roles in society have grown smaller, we actually possess the most precious gifts of all, time distilled into patience, and wisdom born of kindness. True happiness in this stage of life isn't just about being a recipient. It is about discovering that our presence can still create miracles and heal a stranger's heart. Before this Christmas arrives, look around you. Is there a small act of kindness you can offer? Because sometimes the greatest miracles start with something as small as a child's red mitten. Thank you for being part of this heartwarming journey today. May your heart be full of the joy of giving this season. Until next time, take care. If this story warmed your heart, please share it with someone who needs a smile today. Let's spread a little more kindness together.